Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. It is I, Mike Martins. Welcome to Come on Navigato, Mr. Roboto. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna... Who was around? I think that was around 1981, 1982 by Styx. Well, I am the modern man. Secret, I got a secret. With parts made in Japan. Secret, I got a secret. Well, it's no secret anymore. Well, everyone knows this, and it's been happening, and it's been coming for a long time. Robots, yeah. Not AI, robots are coming for 200,000 U.S. banking jobs. Why? Because nobody could trust anybody but a robot. And it's true. The mistrust that people have between each other, the amount of fraud, private fraud, corporate fraud, everywhere. It's like everything from driving out of your street to hope you don't get ripped off at the grocery store, hoping your wallet doesn't get pickpocketed, hoping someone doesn't smash your window of your car. Trust is not there, guys. Trust levels are not there. So Better Dwelling threw this out, my man Tyler Durden, who said that possessions end up owning you. You don't own the possessions. They own you. A new report by Wells Fargo and Company warns that nearly 200,000 U.S. banking jobs are at risk of being displaced by robots. As we've explained in the past, accelerating technological advances in automation, artificial intelligence, and machine learning have been the potential to reshape the world in 2020s through 2030. The collision of these forces could trigger an economic disruption far greater than that was seen in the earliest 20th century. So I'm thinking like right at the turn of the century, right at the turn of the 20th century, there was, the typewriter. Then you got the, what else did you get? Like phones started getting, electricity started hooking up everywhere. And a lot of people lost their jobs. Like a lot of people, after things change, refrigeration didn't come in until at least the late 40s, early 50s. Well, late 40s, yeah. Refrigeration started coming around, but a lot of people lost jobs when things got more innovative. Now, we're creating robots to take a job away that, you depend on humans for. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of tied with this one. I don't want to go to the bank and see a robot. I don't want to go talk about potential investment ideas with a robot. I don't want to talk about applying for a loan or something with a robot. Or walking up to a teller instead of a nice smile and, hi, how are you? How was your day? Human interaction. This stuff like this is going to make us colder and more distant from each other. It's going to make us more segregated in our own minds. Across the financial industry, a new wave of investment somewhere in the tune of $150 billion per year is being spent on technology. That will lead to lower costs, with employee compensation accounting for half of all banks' expenses, said Mike Mayo, a senior analyst at Wells Fargo Securities LLC. You think banks are actually going to lower they're going to run this crap, and they're going to still raise your banking fees and stuff and make billions and trillions of dollars of profit. They're still not happy with the quarterly profits they were earning since up until the end of 2018, and then everything started to fall apart. So what are they going to do to compensate for that? Get rid of humans. The Wells Fargo study, which was first reported by Bloomberg, indicates 33% of banking jobs will be slashed by 2030. The most affected will be back office, bank branch, call center, and corporate employees. Jobs related to tech sales, advertising, and consulting will be less affected, according to the study. Sales, service and sales. Just sales, because they want you to sell their products. Nobody wants to get a cold call at home. Hello, sir. Hi. You want that guy calling. It's like, yeah, we got you approved here for a $10,000 loan. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather have somebody call me to tell me that instead of, hello, +1 for English. Presión 2 por español. Escolhe 3 por português. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, Yeah, there's too many people on Earth. We could create people. Everyone could have a job. Everybody could literally have a job if they really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? It will be a dramatic change in contact centers, as these both internal and external. Michael Tang and Deloitte partner who leads the consulting firm's global financial services innovation practice said in Wells Fargo report, we're already seeing signs of which chatbots and chatbots with chatbots. So chatbots, I guess they're ones that just talk endlessly. And some people don't even know that they're chatting with an AI engine because they're just answering questions. So they're not going to ask me, like, my phone number or answering. Imagine? Okay, all right. In 1652, there was a pirate that sailed out south of the Cape Verde Islands, and there was a huge storm. And then how would they answer that? I guess they're programmed to answer. Woo! Wells Fargo joins a handful of other major banks that have already detailed plans to cut a majority of their workforce by 2030 amid the rapid adoption of automation of artificial intelligence. According to Coalition Development Lot's data are Martin Chavez, an architect with Goldman Sachs, push to automate its workforce said last month. Front office headcounts for investment banking and trading declined for the fifth consecutive year in 2018. In an earlier piece, we described how tens of millions of jobs across the world and across various industries would be lost because of robots by 2030. But don't you want humans to be at the other end always? Somebody with a pulse, somebody with a soul. I mean, but then what happens with immigration when that kicks off? Do they still immigrate people because they're saying that nobody wants these jobs? I did a video about that, by the way, where big corporate fast food places are destroying locals' resumes and wanting foreign workers because they're easier to boss around and threaten them to send them back home. They want to pull a PMO on that. Anyways, in the 2020s, will be known by the great transformation period where corporate America abandons its workforce for automation. The coming jobless due to automation will be on par with the automation revolution of agriculture, the transition of farm workers into industrial sector from 1900 to 1940. Robots have so far increased threefold since .com bust. Momentum in automation trends suggests robots will multiply even quicker through the 2020s. The conclusion of automation in the economy will lead to more volatility, economic swings, and social unrest. This will definitely bring... Do you want Mr. Roboto serving you a hamburger? Do you want Mr. Roboto... do you want Mr. Roboto to answer your questions? I don't care how in tune and how plugged in these robots are to whether it's current events, whether it's weather, whether it's... I don't have like that Alexa thing. I don't have any of that crap. I want to check the weather. I go stand outside. I want to see if I want to find out what's happening somewhere, let's say in Australia. I'll call a friend down there. Hey, what's going on? You guys okay down there? Yeah, we're good, Mike. All right. We'll talk soon. You know, I want to call someone in Portugal. I call them. Oi, tudo bem? Estás bem? Okay. You know, it doesn't matter. Like, we don't need... I'm kind of tied with this one. I'm kind of torn because... Now, flip the question over to yourself. Would you want a robot in your house cleaning, taking out your garbage, doing all that, and saving you, let's say, 15 hours a week or 12 hours a week in laundry, dishwashing, cooking? Would you want a robot to take that over? You see, now, if you swing it that way... But then people would say, well, why don't you hire a maid? But like, what? That won't work. I mean, I just don't, yeah. But a robot will be good for that. Yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, they're using robots now to replace. I'm not gonna get my this thing flagged, but to replace partners, if you want to say it that way, in the bedroom, they're using robots. So, Mr. Roboto, to work at the bank. Comment below. I'm tied with this one. Let me know.